And if they sell less, they sell less. That's how the excise tax works. That's how indirect taxes work. They are passed on to the consumer. Tariffs are exactly the same. They are passed on to the consumer. Who consumes Canadian imports? Americans. Who consumes Mexican imports? Americans. So let's take the example of these avocados that are now going to be subject to a 25% tariff. All right, well, if Americans want these avocados, they're 25% more expensive. Now, is it possible that there are some avocados that are being grown in South America that can be brought up to the U.S. at a price that enables them to be cheaper than the Mexican avocados plus the 25% tariffs? And if it is possible to bring avocados up from Brazil or Argentina or someplace like that, and maybe those avocados are only 20% more expensive than the avocados we were buying from Mexico, well, then we're going to be buying avocados from South America and paying more for it. Now, there may be some Mexican avocado producers that can sell their avocados and only, and eat 5%. Maybe the most efficient farmers in Mexico are going to continue to supply some avocados into the U.S. market and make a little bit less money than they were making before. But Mexico isn't going to stop producing avocados, right? America isn't the only country that likes to eat guacamole or whatever else people do, or, avocado toast, stuff like that. So if they don't sell the avocados to America, they're going to sell them someplace else. Or the Mexicans, there's a lot of avocado in Mexican food. So I'm sure that excess avocado that is not being sent to America, it's not going to be wasted down in Mexico. They're going to eat it. Now, maybe the price will be a little lower than what Americans were paying. So maybe avocado producers quite as much money selling their avocados locally as they were making selling them to Americans. But that's a great windfall for the Mexicans. They get cheaper avocados. Americans are going to pay more money for those avocados. It's not like we're going to be able to start, planting these trees and growing our own avocados. Because if we could do that, we'd be doing it right now. Same thing with Canada. America imports 70% of its maple syrup. That's just one food item. All right. Our biggest supplier of maple syrup is Canada.